Hey folks, it's going to be either a new or addition to our senior moments. So this is our boats. We just got back from a fishing trip, and you can see when I'm tapping on these, you can see how full they are. Well, what happens is our property here is about 3,400 feet in elevation. And when we go down to the lake, it's about 600 feet in elevation. So what we do is when we get off of the water, we deflate these pontoons. That is, we let about 50% of the air out of them. By the time we get back up here to 3,300 feet, it's expanded to where it's almost like they're solid.
Yeah.
So if we didn't do that, I don't know that they would explode, but I don't know they wouldn't. So if we pumped them all the way up down there and then brought them up here, they'd be hard as a rock. And it may somehow damage the bladder inside. So
we actually, when we get to the water, we take that inflator with us.
Yeah, this is our little inflator, and
it works really well.
Yeah, all it takes is just
3 or 4 pumps.
3 or 4 pumps, and it pumps both ways. Both ways, it's throwing air out. And this is our little inflator. This goes in a little tube, and it only takes, well, maybe a half a dozen pumps with this pump down at when we get down to the lake, and
so we have to inflate them when we go on the water, and then deflate them.
As we get ready to go on the water, we get everything set up, then we pump them up, and we inflate them.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, though, we could probably use one of those plug-in, cigarette lighter things, but this thing is so handy.
Yeah.
And not only that, but one of us takes this with us when we go out on our boats, takes us with us just in case. So we always have that with us. And so that's what we wanted to do on the pontoons. Now I want to show you the electric motors. These are electric motors that both of our, mine is a PEX motor, and Eric's is a
different brand.
It's a Newport.
Yeah, Newport. Yeah.
They're both 55-pound thrusts. That is, they thrust 55 pounds, and which is plenty for our pontoon boats.
You guys will see after this. You'll see a little little demonstration.
When we kick this in, now this has got 5 forward speeds and 3 reverse speeds. Now check. I'm going to go in reverse to begin with. That's the 1 reverse speed. That's maximum reverse speed. So if I bring that back to 0, then if I go to, this is just kind of like a trolling speed. But if I take that up, all the way up, that thing will actually, well, you'll see it on another video.
Yeah.
When that thing is set at 5, it really pushes. And this gives you an idea.
We were on the water for about, what, 2.5 hours?
2.5 hours.
And it's still full
and
power.
And it's still full power. And the reason for that is, we don't use an automotive battery. These are special batteries inside of this box.
Yeah.
And all.
But these battery boxes are really cool.
Yeah, the battery boxes are really cool. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to disconnect this battery. I'm going to lift. Now there you can see the battery. That's a Mighty Max battery, and it's really
it's worked out really well so far.
Yeah, it's worked out really well.
We put these fillers in here so it wouldn't bounce around.
We put styrofoam in here just so it wouldn't flop around. But that's
these battery boxes are neat.
Our battery box,
and they've actually got a USB thing here, and then at the other end it's got like a cigarette lighter plug-in deal at the other end of it, and then it's also got the built-in.
Yeah, we could charge a phone here.
Yeah.
And it's got a built-in circuit breakers. And on this end, it's got like a cigarette lighter
Plug-in thing.
plug-in thing.
Yeah, it's down there.
There. So if we had something that you know, like a beam light or something that we wanted to use, or drop some sort of a light down in the water or whatever, we could plug it in there and use it just like it was a cigarette lighter.
Yeah. So
that's
pretty nifty little deal. So you guys will see after this, you'll see some clips of us on the water. But yeah, it's working out pretty good.
That's my motor. That's a Pexmore. And this is a Newport motor that Rick puts on his boat. And they're
Pretty much
for all
the same.
intents and purposes,
Yeah.
they're about the same. Mine's a little heavier because it's got a little bit longer shaft. But you set it somewhere between 6 and 8 inches underwater is what they recommend. And I set mine for somewhere past 6 inches underwater, and it just takes me just wherever I want to go.
Okay, good.
So that's I guess that's about the end of this video. Do anything else we need to mention, son?
No, I think that's it. We'll
Okay.
probably do more in the future. We're going to revise this whole thing here.
Yeah,
We've got another idea for loading the boats, and we're
keep
going to
changing
revise it.
stuff here.
We
got
got
another idea about making it easier to load and unload. Right now, the way it is, the way you see it, it actually loads pretty good. But it does take both of us. And when we're down at the lake, we're on a real steep incline where we're
At the
going into
ramp.
the water.
yeah.
And with all of that weight on there, having to move it around, we've got a couple ideas on how to make that a little easier. So you'll see that on the video.
Okay.
Well, that's it for this time. We'll see you next time.
So there's Dad in his boat with his trolling motor, and so far we're having a no fish day, but the water is great. So we're doing a senior moment.
Huh? Oh, we're doing a senior moment now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me. Sorry, guys. So let's.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Thought I hit reverse.
We're still trying to figure these things out. Okay. There's Dad going full speed. I think motor's at home pretty good. And they say that we've got, with the batteries, we've got quite a bit of, 8 hours of actual motoring that we can do. We're only going to be out here probably another hour. But yeah, by the way, guys, this is Lake Mojave. It looks much better without the wind and white caps. So we launched out of Princess Cove, and so far zero fish for me. I actually haven't even asked Dad whether he's caught any fish yet. We've only been fishing about an hour or so. Anyway, I'm gonna go catch up to him. I'll talk to you in a minute. Dad's a lot better at steering his boat than I am. I guess he's had another, well, he's just better at it. I got to get better, but I'm learning. So I'm going full speed right now.